Say on streets.
Our streets.
Say on streets. And made it.
Right.
Made it. Whose streets?
Our streets.
Word on the beat, word on the beat, word on the beat.
Time after time after time after time after time after time after
What up? This your boy Bazz. You tuned in to another episode of ENDS Podcast. In this episode, man, we getting straight into it, man, and we gonna keep it real. I'm gonna let y'all know how food shelves and this nonprofit, for example, Masjid An-nur, helped me out during the hard times of going through the entrepreneur grind with food shelves and like food giveaways. These are valuable community resources that I realize a lot of the community don't be knowing that these are available. Now, going through an entrepreneur grind, like, it's the false perception that you're going to be up all the time, you're going to always have money, and you're going to always be in the position to make something happen financially, which is not always true, especially when you're starting from the bottom, like I did. I was starting from the bottom. And so, it was months where, man, all my money was spent on bills and just company expenses. And, I was oodles and noodles diet for a while, and I was just putting myself on the oodles and noodles diet so I could have the proper funds to fund, just this whole movement and help buy, pay for bills and resources, And since my money don't come in like everybody else's money come in, like the typical 9-to-5, either you getting paid weekly or bi-weekly, mine's is sporadic. My money come in when somebody decides they want to pay me, so I had to always consider that. And starting out, I didn't consider that. You start making money, you start assuming it's going to always keep coming, and then sometimes, the money slow up. And during that process, I attend Masjid An-nur. It's a Masjid in North Minneapolis. When I'm in North Minneapolis, I attend Masjid An-nur. And, throughout the year, they be having these food giveaways. Not food giveaways, but they just be having, food drives where they get, man, I'm talking about food from, Cubs, Lunds and Barley, all, the big grocery stores and, just big, just food distributors. They basically donate food to them and they give it out to the community. And me being a part of the master, I knew about it, and then I happened just to be helping my brother out, who was helping pass out food and stuff like that. And I started thinking to myself, dang, man, don't be too proud. For real. Don't be too proud, man. You at the crib eating oodles and noodles, bruh. Only thing that's different is that you own a company, you work for yourself. But situation-wise, you ain't no different than everybody else that need this food, man. So, I had to humble myself and, and I started loading up. For real, I started loading up. And I tell you this, that food lasted me a whole month. Cut down my expenses for a whole month. And at the time, I wasn't, at the time I almost passed up on the opportunity due to my pride and, just my pride. Man, man, I'm good, man. I don't need it. You feel me? I'm good. I don't need it. Just oodles and noodles it out. I just thug it out, as we say. I just thug it out. But then I had to realize, no, this is a community resource that they put in place for people like you and you. You ain't no millionaire. You ain't make $1 million yet. And nothing like that. You feel me? You still be in the hood and all type of stuff, man. So I had to really humble myself and really take advantage of the blessing that was right before me. So I'm really letting y'all know that these blessings be out there. Masjid An-nur is just one place that do food giveaways and food drives, but it's multiple others that's out there. Like in a recent interview that I did with the gentleman artist, he's also an artist out of Minneapolis. He helps, donate his time with the food pantry over at his community center, And it was funny because me and him was talking about it, and he was telling me yeah, he stay in public housing and stuff like that. And I'm like, damn, like you an artist, you do all this, you still take time to give back to the community. You handing out food to the less fortunate, even though that you're not in the most highest position. And I'm like, damn, that's a dog resource. Like, it's so many people that's starving. They doing the most just out of starvation. They going to go rob. Man, they selling their body, selling their soul, doing all type of shit just to get a meal. Not knowing that there's programs, there's assistance, you feel me? And there's organizations that's out here that's helping people eat, you feel me? And that's what we all about. ENDS stand for eating in the streets, but eating in the streets stand for making the most out of your current circumstance. And that's part of making the most out of your current circumstances, taking advantage out of the resources that's available to you. And one of our biggest, goals with this podcast and just with ENDS is, being a voice of the community and, help guide and empower the community. And one of the ways we could do that is, stopping a young person or somebody that's about to make an ill-informed decision due to their current situation. And what I mean by that is, it's somebody outside right now that's hungry, starving or something like that, and they can't even think straight because of that hunger and that starvation. But little do they know that if they go Google search, there might be a food pantry or it might be an organization that's doing a food drive near them. But even if they don't find it, hopefully somebody that hear this podcast that know about one be like, damn, I know about one. Let me go ahead and drop a comment or leave us a voicemail to let us know about that resource, and we'll post about it. Or you yourself like, share, and post about it. Let's bring awareness to this, man. Let's start helping feed the hungry, you feel me? Because we all hungry in some type of form or fashion. But we need something to help fuel that hunger. Or we'll stop thinking straight. It was a quote that I heard that said, it's hard to move when you're full, but it's also hard to think straight when you're starving. So let that sink in. Some of y'all don't want to move and do what we were just talking about, sharing. Like, a lot of people throw away food and all that stuff all the time. You feel me? Donate some of them canned goods to some of these food pantries and stuff like that, man. But going back into that whole quote, it's hard to move when you're full. A lot of us, the ones that are in certain positions, we don't never think about food pantries and food drives and giving out food and all that type of stuff because we in a position where we like, man, I'm good. I took care of my household. I'm straight. But you might got some old cans up in your household that's collecting dust that you ain't using just due to the fact that nobody in your household wants to eat it. Because, you feel me, y'all good, y'all comfortable. Y'all got a good choice of selection. It's somebody outside that's outside right now that don't got no selection to pick from. They don't give a damn if it's lentil beans, pinto beans, baked beans, man, refried beans, black-eyed peas, whatever can of beans you got. That's natural protein. That's some calories for them, you feel me, to help make it through the day. You feel me? But you ain't moving on it, though, because you like, I'm straight. I'm good. So I commend these programs and these program managers. Shout out to Camilla El-Amin and Masjid An-nur specifically, because I know, I'm just shouting them out because they helped me out during a hard time. And I watched and I helped them, help other people out. So I know that these resources out there because I seen it. Then also back in Detroit, shout out to the Compton family. The Compton family, man, they do the Meals on Wheels. You know, every year, you feel me? You know, shout out to them. The last time I was in the city, you feel me? They was talking about normally like their grandma, you feel me? Their mom, you feel me? Load them up and load up all the kids, the grandkids, basically all the generations, and they go outside and do the Meals on Wheels. You feel me? That right there is key, especially in Detroit, man. Man, it's like, you feel me? Like everybody pretty much living below the poverty line in some type of form of fashion. You feel me? But you looking at your current situation and not stopping that, I mean, you looking at your current situation and not using that to stop you, my bad, from helping somebody else out or seeking those resources. You feel me? So that's all I'm pretty much saying. Don't let your current situation stop you from seeking the resources or stop you from providing the resources, man. It was crazy, man. It was, I remember like a dude, it was crazy. A dude, I ain't gonna say no names or nothing, but like, you know, he was going through just a transition with his housing and things like that. But he had some food with him. And the thing about it that shocked me with this, he had food with him and woo. Me, I'm mindful of all the little things. He had food with him, but I understand the situation. Dude offered me the food, like, hey man, hey, you want something? Try this, woo. Now me, and my mindset, I remember being in certain positions, being in that real starvation mode, you feel me? Man, I wasn't sharing nothing. If you want like family, like I'll share with my brother, I'll share my last with the family. Like I share my last with my homies and stuff like that. But if I ain't know you, man, I ain't care about your situation. I don't know you. I ain't know your situation, and you don't know mine. Like so I wasn't as open to giving. But when somebody did that to me, it kind of changed my whole perspective. Like, man, some people gave to you when they didn't even have it. But you won't know because they won't say it. You feel me? But it's not for them to say if they got it or not. It's the genuineness of the deed that they give. I mean, you know, I said that they give. It's the genuineness of the deed that they did. You feel me? So it doesn't matter if they got it or not. You feel me? It's just like they gave no matter what. So that's genuine. So I've been really soaking up them vibes and really just soaking this all in and trying to figure out, like, how does a way that I can help give back? How does a way I can help shed light on that? You know, and this podcast is really out of appreciation out of those who they gave to me during the times when I was hungry and I just needed a way to eat. And I know somebody out there right now, you either listen to the podcast, you either know about a resource, or you may be in a need of a resource, or you probably know somebody that's in need of a resource. Let's band together, man. That's what being a family is all about, man. We all lean on each other, you feel me, through the hard times and the good times to help lift each other up, help build. So for you that's out there that might know about a food pantry or may participate in a food pantry, go ahead, you feel me, use your voice and let the world know about it. And if you need help with that, send us a voice message or a comment under this post or wherever you may hear this. If you hear it on Facebook, if you see it on Instagram, if you on the ENDS Podcast site, leave a comment. Comment either the link, you know, like the link to the food pantry or or like even if you don't know the food pantry link or website where it's at, but you just know about it. Tell us about it. We'll do the research. We want to let the world know. But it's your boy Bazz. You know, I ain't here to talk y'all ear off like I always say. So we gonna tune out, but hopefully you tuning in to the message that we trying to deliver. You feel me? Like I said, man, ain't no support like free support, man. Like, share, subscribe. And if you like the jewels that we putting down, man, help support the podcast, man. You can support in 2 different ways. Actually, 3 different ways. We just gave you one. That's the free version. You feel me? You can also support by subscribing and making a donation. You feel me? $1, $5, $10, whatever you want to. You feel me? Just to help us keep producing valuable content, but also do the research and Little do y'all know, man, we be hiring youth interns and stuff like that, man. We out in the community, man. We getting these interviews, man. You feel me? And we just trying to push this whole movement forward, man. Anything you could do will help. But it's your boy Bazz. All the information that you was looking for from what we talked about today will be in the description below. And like I said, like, share, send us a voice message, a comment, and we out.